Hello and welcome back to the full match walkthrough series for PUBG on Xbox. Today we have a little bit of a different video. I wanted to go over 2 wins that I got a couple weeks back, and the reason that these are special to me is because I put them in the clutch category of my wins that I've gotten so far. Now what does clutch actually mean? That doesn't just mean you get a bunch of kills, that doesn't just mean that you save your teammate or something like that. A clutch win is when you are the only one surviving on your team and you're able to pull it off and get the victory for everyone. Now in these matches, I'm only playing duos, so I'm playing with my friend here. And this was the start of a surprising trend lately, for me anyway, that I've been getting a lot of wins. Since me and my friend have been playing duos quite a bit, for the longest time I was only playing in squads because I had multiple friends online that were playing, but with all the different games coming out lately, it seems like me and my friend here are playing PUBG a lot still, and so we're playing duos, which I actually enjoy duos more than squads, if I'm being honest. I like squad play because you have multiple teammates, you have multiple ways to take on fights and kind of team up against players. But at the same time, the chatter gets a little bit more, especially if you have 4 players, and it's kind of hard to hear the enemy team. Sometimes you have conflicting opinions on what to do. Me and my friend Arch Nemesis here are kind of on the same page with basically everything we do in the game. Very similar play styles and very similar skill level. We kind of work together well and we make a good team, and I think that's one of the most important things when you're playing PUBG, is to have good teamwork when you're playing in duos and squads, obviously. So for this particular match, we land on Miramar and we go to our normal spot that we call the Crossroads, which has a couple god buildings surrounded by a couple other buildings that you can loot. And then there's just a number of god buildings all around it, one by the warehouses and then one to the side. And we're able to kind of look at all of those and get some pretty decent loot. So you see I have a SCAR and a VSS, and I'm definitely fine with that loadout. I'd rather have a Car 98 or something like that, but obviously I didn't find that. I just found that VSS. So we end up going to this god building here, and the next zone is actually just a little bit out of where we're at. And so what I wanted to do is move the vehicle into the zone. That way if we had to use it to get out, if the next zone is going to be really far, we don't want to have to go into the zone to take that unnecessary damage to get the vehicle out and then drive away from there. So what I thought I'd do is I'd just park the car in the spot that it's actually in the zone so we don't take damage when we have to take it away eventually. And at that point we start noticing some players around, and my friend gets knocked here, so I'm going to go put down some covering fire and go over and pick him up really quick. And you can see that the zone is closing in on us, so we're going to have a good idea of where we need to go next. But in the meantime, we want to kind of fend off these players that are shooting at us. Especially because I think they're going to start shooting at our vehicle pretty soon. So I'm going to try and use the VSS to lob some of those 9mm bullets over there, see if I can make some contact. I hit that guy once. And I see his partner laying prone. So I'm going to take a few shots, see if I can land anything on him as well. I hit him there. So at least these guys are, feeling a little pain. They're going to have to heal. But the next zone is a little bit away, so what we're going to do, instead of running down the mountain, which we're going to get wrecked probably, we're going to take the vehicle. And even then we got shot a couple times, but this is definitely the best option in the scenario that we had, because if we had to run down this hill, I think we're pretty much dead. So what we're going to do is we're just going to drive to the other side of the zone and see if we can just kind of creep our way back in. And I barely missed that guy as he's running, but now we're going to take some fire. Luckily we're able to scrape by without taking too much damage, but at this point there's 26 players left. We're parked on this hill. Neither of us actually have a kill yet. I hit a couple shots with the VSS earlier, but neither of us have a kill. But this is kind of the style that we play sometimes. We play passive, we just try and survive, and then when the time comes, we strike. So I saw this guy down over here, so being the troll and absolute vulture that I am, I decided to steal that down kill because I'm apparently a terrible person, but couldn't take out his teammates, so we just ran for the next circle. And once this circle closed, we realized that we're going to have to move across the road. We're in a good place right now. No one can really see us or shoot at us, so there's no worry about being shot, but I'm just kind of looking around, and we realize we're going to have to get over to this next area. So skipped ahead, one more circle here. We're creeping up to this warehouse. There's just people everywhere. There's only 7 left, though. If you remember, we only have 1 kill. So just keep that in mind. And right here is where things are about to get interesting. My friend gets shot, and then I hear a grenade, so I'm going to hide behind the wall. And then I'm going to try and peek in here and see if I can see what this guy's doing. And for some reason, he's not even looking our direction. So I quickly take him out. And I see my friend's down, and then I take a guy out. I was hoping that that was the guy that he was shooting at, but I realized that he's not. And luckily, he was able to crawl in here before that grenade hit in. So I'm going to try and revive him. And I just instinctively closed the door on that down guy, thinking his teammate's going to rush in, and I didn't know what to do here. I decided to heal, which in retrospect, watching again, I definitely could have picked up my teammate in time. But what I didn't want to happen was to try and pick him up again, have that other guy's teammate rush in and kill us both while I'm healing again. And so I decided, for the team's sake, that I needed to heal myself completely, and then move on with the match. Try and just win it for us, because I didn't think I was going to be able to pick him up in time. I thought the zone was going to close faster than it did. So the guy that I downed and shut the door on so rudely in his face, he died, and then his teammate died to the zone. And so now it's a one-on-one situation. So basically, I come down this hill and I'm just trying to find this person. And I'm thinking the only place he could possibly be is in this building. What I don't want to happen is for the zone to start closing again, because it's going to cause a kind of hectic scenario. So I want to find this guy if I can. So I decide, you know what, I got some grenades. Let's see if we can get lucky. And I timed it perfectly, and all is well that ends well. So I got 5 kills, which isn't bad, but if you realize that, you know, with 26 left or whatever it was, I had 0. It ended up being a pretty cool match, because I just kind of stormed my way through the end there and just basically made all the plays that I needed to make in order to secure the victory. So my friend and I decide, what the heck, we'll go for a couple more matches. We'll do a hot drop and pachinki. Unfortunately, when we hot dropped, we really didn't get the best loot, so playing the way that we play, when we don't have decent loot, we kind of wait for the opportunity to arise before taking action. We're not going to rush into a building with, you know, bad loot and fight against a superior opponent just because we hot drop. So no matter where we go, we always fall back to the same game plan if we're trying to win. And so now the opportunity is arising. I have a UMP, and there's 2 guys out here running around. They don't know where we are. I'm able to knock one guy and then finish him off with a grenade. And his teammate decides to rush us, which, I don't know, in that situation, unless he just wanted to die, to kill us or die, and then I guess that's a good play. But if he's trying to play to survive, I think he had a better option of just like trying to get a better position, run away, maybe not run straight across the road with no cover or anything like that. So as you can see, we loot a little bit more in pachinki, and then the zone is going to move pretty far away, so we found this motorcycle in this garage, and we're just going to book it out of here, see if we can find somewhere safe to go around center circle. So we're just going to hang out here for a little bit. We haven't seen many players, haven't heard much action, and you can see there's only 16 left alive and we have to run from the zone. And finally we have to move from that spot. That was actually a pretty good spot. We were able to hang out there for a little bit without actually doing much at all, which is boring for a lot of people, but for us, you know, our play style, we're just trying to win. We're not trying to get high kill counts. And I noticed some players running out of the blue, so we're going to turn our attention their way. And I swear I downed that guy, but I guess I got him so low that one more tick of the zone downed him. And then even when I'm shooting him here, the play zone killed him too. So the play zone's stealing kills from me, but it doesn't really matter. It's one less player in the game that we have to worry about. At this point, there's 11 alive. All I'm worried about is the win. I don't care about kills. My friend decides to stay on that rock, but I'm kind of wary about staying up there. I kind of want to move a little bit, but I think he sees the player that's throwing all these grenades. But I don't want to get double killed up there with a grenade, so I'm going to stay a little bit further away. And then while he's healing, he gets shot from the west with an M24. Unfortunately, I'm not able to save him in time. I went to throw a smoke and basically just put it back in my pocket. So I decided to throw a couple more smokes and then just make a run for it. The zone is still pushing me. I just decided to stop to take a quick drink. And right here I'm just thinking, okay, get in the shed. The shed's going to be safe. Get in the shed. But I'm kind of worried that there's someone there. So I quickly shoot through the door instinctively and just kind of look around. Might not have been the smartest play since now people know where I am, but that's just what I thought at the time, I guess. And I also realized that the shed is not in. And there are just 3 enemies left. One guy right here by the tree and a team of 2 somewhere that I don't know yet. But I'm just worried about fighting this guy at the moment because he's the most dangerous person that I can face right now. So I'm able to finish that guy off, and for some reason, I don't know, these 2 teammates didn't decide to push me while I was doing that whole thing with that guy. I have no idea why. But either way, I got lucky there that these guys didn't do anything. Also lucky that that guy just decided to run in the middle of the field while I'm behind cover. I don't know. And then you got his teammate here who is just going to shoot the tree that I'm behind. And he did this, I cut some out. He did this for a good 2 minutes. I don't know how much ammo this guy had, but I think he had a Vector and he was just pelting this tree for some reason, thinking maybe this is Fortnite and he could just knock it down and kill me. That's the only thing I can think of, is he's a Fortnite player and he just thought maybe he can destroy the tree. But in PUBG it doesn't work that way. The tree's not going to go anywhere. But 5 seconds left, I gotta move, so I'm gonna push this guy and let it play out here. And luckily for me, he was much better at shooting the tree than he was me, so it worked out. Another clutch win in my opinion. I got 3 kills right at the end there, and even the zone trying to steal a kill from me, I would have had 4 kills in the final 16 or whatever it was. But either way, 2 wins in one night, 2 out of 3 matches, and both of those being of the clutch variety. And I just had to buckle down and win it for the team, win it for my friend. He's won games when I've been dead. It's a team game for a reason. But right now, and I've said this on YouTube, I think I've said it on Twitter, I feel like I'm playing the best PUBG I've ever played. I've had some really good matches before. I think I had a 13 kill match in the past, and some other ones like that, but it just seems like things are starting to work, or we're finally figuring it out, or we're just getting lucky after being so unlucky for so long. I don't know how many times we got 2nd place finishes, 3rd place finishes, 5th place finishes, where the zone just completely screwed us over and we had to run through an open field and we had no choice and nothing we could do about it. And now we're starting to get a little circle luck, and we're making our own luck by making good decisions. But either way, I'm having the most fun playing PUBG than I ever have, and lately I've been getting a lot of wins with my friend playing duos, and I just hope that we can keep this up, whether it's luck or whether it's skill or whether we're just playing well together. I don't know, but I just hope we can keep it up because I'm enjoying myself quite a bit. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys liked getting the insight on these 2 matches, because they were pretty special, just getting those 2 matches in the same night where I basically have an identical game where I get 5 kills and I'm the only one left alive and I have to win it for the team. So I definitely wanted to document these and show you guys and just walk you through them and let you know what we were thinking and what we were doing moment to moment as we went through the match. But if you found it useful or liked it in any way, definitely give it a like. And make sure to hit subscribe to stay up to date on everything PUBG. Also remember to follow me on Twitter and join my Discord. The links are in the description below. But with that being said, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Until next time, I'll see you later.